Hi, and thank you so much for popping by. My name is Bita Pobalozi. Feel free to call me Bui. In this clip, I'm going to talk a little bit about women in politics in Botswana. And one of the reasons I'm having this conversation is in memory of Dr. Gaositwe Chiepe, a woman who was a woman of many firsts. I remember bumping into Dr. Chiepe a couple of times at events in Gaborone, Botswana. And one of these events was a workshop or an awareness raising session for women in politics. They were being taught how they can defend themselves from online harassment and online abuse, which was seen as a contributing factor to why women are very reluctant to enter into politics. So I've met her many times in my role as a journalist. She was at all these events at a very elderly age, looking so pretty, looking so proper, looking so demure. Another person who I was reminded of as a result of Dr. Gaositwe Chiepe's funeral is Roseline Panzirah-Matshome. And I'm just going to quote from Roseline Panzirah-Matshome. People who live in Botswana will remember her name very well. She said, I know that it is the men who are mostly abusing me on social media and such. It makes me particularly sad when women approach me and feel sorry for me based on this abuse. They say, please leave politics. Banna bata go bola. I'm doing this for the future generation of women and girls who may one day want to join politics. I can't give up now. So this was an article. I wrote a feature article for the Botswana Guardian at the time. This was 2019 when there was a highly contentious election, and there was splinter groups everywhere during that time. And analysts actually were describing the political climate, sorry, in Botswana at the time as volatile but democratic, with multiple parties continuing to sharpen their fangs and dig deeper into the potential voter's psyche in hopes of garnering that sometimes elusive vote. Her advice to other women wishing to enter the political domain is that they should stop aiming to be like men and to be free to express themselves. And I quote, we are under pressure to look and act like men. We cannot compete as men. We are women. A woman can still wear her stilettos. I am a businesswoman as well, and I rock up at the boardroom in my pretty pink dresses, my wig and lipstick. And I quote, men have set their scale. They wear overalls and boots. They scream at rallies. And when women scream at rallies, they say it's unladylike. They have created their own playing field and terms, and we bought it as women. And I think, to be fair to the current administration, I believe they specially elected women into positions in National Assembly, right? In this case, I love that the people who were talking at this point, who were talking about the need to increase women in politics in Botswana, are the current administration, right? So in this case, I'm reading an article which from the Voice of America, where they were interviewing the current Minister of State President in Botswana, who is Moeti Mohwasa. So one of the reasons why this article is very important is because we can refer to these articles in future to say, this is what you understood very well before you became the ruling party, because you were serving these speaking points. You were raising these speaking points when you were in opposition. Now that you are in power, we can look back at these and say, listen, how far have we come? These are the things that we can definitely use to make sure that we hold the current administration accountable. The good thing about the current administration, I think, is that they were the opposition for many years. The question is, do they remember these issues that were burning issues before they got into power? So if there is one administration that knows where the gaps are, that knows where the people's concerns are, it is this current administration that was voted in historically. I say this to say the current administration is rightfully placed to make the correct changes, right? To make the right changes, right? Alrighty, my friend. Thank you so much for popping by. I hope you're having a lovely day where you are. But most importantly, I hope you're having a healthy day wherever you're watching me from. Bye.